Shop is a bit messy. However, this is what I'm working on right now. I'm working on a 20, not sure what year it is, but it's a Chevy Colorado. Full paint job, inside and out, door jambs. Basically what I'm doing is I'm resurrecting a painted vehicle that was painted by the previous painter that was here. He did a fucking horrible job. Hardly sanded anywhere right. He put 2 inches of Bondo on the doors. Just stupid shit. And I mean, he put that Bondo right on top of fresh, like unsanded paint, shiny as hell, which is a big no-no. If you know what painting is all about, you definitely have to sand the panel before you paint it. That way it grabs or whatever. Sand the panel before you apply any sort of filler or any material on top of the original paint. You gotta sand it down. Mechanical adhesion is what it's called. Anyways, not to bore you and trying to lecture you on what painting is all about, I'll just say this, that this guy did a horrible job doing the bodywork and paint on this vehicle. And so the customer came to me and said they wanted it completely redone. They wanted a redo on that. So I'm going back through it and completely taking off all the work that the guy did previously. And then I'm gonna do it the right way, which is like, for instance, on the door panel that I was talking about. There was no need to put 2 inches of Bondo on it. I mean, like that thick of Bondo on the door panel. Think about it. When you close the door, what's gonna happen? Vibration. Eventually it's gonna crack if you put 2 inches of Bondo on it. You should never put 2 inches of Bondo on anywhere on a car. Nowhere on a vehicle should there be 2 inches of Bondo. Okay, that's a big no-no. That shows a very, very high lack of experience, okay, on the painter's end. So he just basically covered it with a bunch of putty and just painted over it. So that doesn't work. It cracks, okay? So what happens is then I go back through it. I have to fix it. So I took all that Bondo off the door panels. I went inside the door panel and I properly straightened out the metal how you should have done it. So a lot of work, basically. So what I'm going to show you is the Colorado that I'm working on. It's going to look great when it's done. You'll see the green parts. That's the parts that this guy painted. And then the rest of it's gray. I've already done a lot of priming on it. So there's primer on pretty much primarily the entire vehicle. One part that I have already finished is the hood, because it was an aftermarket, brand new hood, because I couldn't even. It'd be a waste of money for me to spend all the time it would take to fix the original hood. So we just went ahead and bought a new one, and that's a good idea because it looks brand new. So here's what we're working on here, and it's a little bit messy, so sorry about that. But here's the original hood. If you see, you can't really see it, but there's shit. Fucking got a new one, whatever. Yeah, I need to cover the engine bay. It's a little bit dusty, but here's the hood. I've already painted this. It turned out really nice. We're going all white on this vehicle. On the whole vehicle. Let's see if I can get a better look when I lift it up. Bay door. Here's some vehicles we're working on here. Ooh, closing up the door. Should get some more light on this. Ford Ranger. Here you go. Better look up at that hood we're talking about. It's gonna be all white like that. Nice. See that? Because the neighbor here doesn't know how to cover cars up when they're painting them, so. It's basically locked in place. Something wrong with the key or the fucking immobilizer. Unable to move the thing. Anyway, so here we go. Got the top, a bunch of hail damage fixed. There's a last little spot of Bondo I did on top of the 2K primer that I sanded down. Let's see here. That's what that dude. Look at that. He didn't even bother sanding this stuff. Do you know that? So here, this door here is this is a unique vehicle. It's a custom made. What do you call it? Colorado. So it's got these weird doors in the back, and it's got a tool shelf, pull-out tool shelf. I don't know. I'll show it to you at the end, but it's kind of weird. So I did a lot of body work here. Straighten out this panel. Straighten out that panel. We got all our parts out here. I just pulled those off today. Did a lot of body work on these as well. There's the fenders. Fender's looking pretty straight now. Body work on this as well. This is primer. I've already sanded it with 320 grit. Ready for paint pretty much. Just gotta clean them up. There's a door I took a piss on. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't have any guide coat, black guide coat, so I went ahead and said, hey, fuck it, I'm gonna use yellow, because guide coat is basically a tool that I use. It's just a powder or spray or some sort of anything I can put on the panel that I can, that's gonna not fuck the paint up. So like a black spray paint, I'll spray it on top of this primer, and then I go with my long sanding block, and then I will just sand away at the door panel, right? And then I'll go the other direction. And then, if it were black, it'd be way easier to see. But my whole point of doing this is that, I've sanded off all the yellow. Whatever yellow is left then becomes an indicator for me to know where a low spot is on that panel. Because ideally, it should just be completely gray, right? Because if you figure a smooth, perfectly smooth panel is not going to have any low spots, right? So if there's any yellow left on that spot that I sanded, then we'll consider that a low spot. And a low spot is not a spot I want to keep on the panel. I want to make. So yeah, I did yellow for the sake of it's a good solid option. So the panel was the big monster right here. This panel was just chock full of body work. Here's that door thing I'm talking about. Let me show you the inside of this thing. I gotta figure out how to... Oh, right in the balls! God damn, that hurt. Fuck. Dude, that just racked me in the fucking nuts, dude. I'm not even lying. That was way too much energy involved. Oh, way too much effort put into that door opening. Anyways, back to what we're talking about. Oh, that hurt. That really did hurt. Here's this door, fucking bitch-ass door. We got ourselves like it looks like this might have been used for the morgue or something, because this bitch rolls out like that, and it looks like you could put like a cadaver on it. I'm not sure what the fuck they were doing with that. Maybe it is a morgue vehicle. You put the coffin, the coffin. Put the dead body on there. A couple of them, right? Ooh, I don't like the way this looks. Let me show you what I'm talking about here, right? Look at that. What the fuck? That's custom made, baby, and only in Texas, San Antonio. It's actually got the door lock and door hinges, everything on it. And the door closes, that's crazy. Anyways, and it's just a box like in the back. I put all my shit on it. So there's no window. It's like, I don't know what you call it, kind of cab you'd call this, but it's interesting. Maybe you could put like the bubble machine for the jacuzzi in the back here. I don't know. Anywho, that's that. That's a wrap. Yeah, this is our small little compressor that's really fucking sucking ass. We're gonna have to get some better equipment around here. fender liners, you know, all said and done, it's gonna be a big project right there. But yeah, you see how this motherfucker just didn't give a fuck when he painted this car and did the bodywork, because there was so much wrong with it. Fix it. So that's what I do, paint the bodywork. Yep. Got a couple cars out there in the parking lot here. I'm working on. Finished this Lexus, I painted it, did bodywork on that. It's good. From a coupe, or no, a sedan, and it's a coupe convertible on that one. Different bumper styles, but we we'll see how it goes. Things are lining up all right, but a couple things aren't. And that's a wrap. Just working away here. It's about 6 o'clock in the evening. But might work a little bit later tonight. We'll see. Trying to get some shit knocked out here. Anyways, have a good one.